back to JDM Motion. So today we've got a special unboxing of the intake by Weaponar for our Legend build. So we're gonna go ahead and unbox it so everybody can see what it is. Alright, so we got a cone filter here. Some hoses, the tube, looks like another flexible tube right here. Some more hose, and looks like the piece to mount the filter, and some hardware and instruction. So stay tuned for the install. Alright, prior to your install, what you want to do is you want to make sure you unpack everything. Just lay everything out, you know, all your clamps, hoses, everything. Just lay it all out so that way you get a general idea of where everything is at. Take the time to look over your instructions that comes with it to give you a general idea. Some of the pictures in here are pretty basic, so I'm going to start taking all the old intake out and then start putting the new one on. Alright, so to take this intake tube out, it's pretty straightforward. You've got this hose right here that goes to there. You got this one right here that goes to this one here. There's a clamp right there. You just gotta press it back and then pull it out, and it should come out. There's a clamp right here. It's a 10. Take that out. And then once you take that out, there is a another line that goes into the looks like the baffle right there. So you just go ahead and squeeze that with a plier. Move that out of the way. Use your plier to kind of loosen it up a little bit. Then on, you should be able to just go ahead and pull it out, wiggle it out a little bit at a time. There you go. You should be able to just take this whole assembly out, put it aside with the rest of the other stuff. This right here, I already previously cleaned out the throttle body, so it looks pretty clean in there. It's very important. Got to do that. All right, so for this part of the intake right here, the cooling line here, there's going to be this hose right here, which is connected to this right here, that goes into this right here, okay? But they're all in one line. If you look, they're all in one line right here. From here to here is all one line connected to this. So all I did was took that hose and then just ran it through that way. So you have one line, okay? It's simple. Just one line like that, okay? And then just put in all your hosing that comes with it. You'll have to cut it. The short one right here, this little one would be this one. This one in the middle would be this one right here. Okay, and then this is the one that goes to the resonator for the intake down here, which would be this right here, this piece right here. Okay, but we're not using it because it goes directly into the intake. Okay, so all of these go into the intake. This would go right here, this would go into here, and this would go into here. So all I gotta do is install the intake in and then cut as I needed. Okay, so another note is that this garment right here goes underneath of this bolt right here. There's a bolt right here that I already took out. So what you do then is you would go ahead and screw that in. Take this garment and screw it in. Tight, but it's going in. Okay, so that's already going in, and then this long bracket right here will then be installed into your intake, which I found out that it's gonna go in like in between this clamp right here. Okay, so I'll have to loosen that up and then put that clamp over on top of this, and then that's how you would connect that. Okay, so finally the installation is done. Just make sure that you tighten everything down. Make sure you tighten these down nicely. Make sure that all these are nicely tightened. I added some more of my own clamps here. I used the factory one for this one right here. Right there. For this one right here, like I said, how I did it. Okay, right there. That's basically what it would look like if you get the same kit. That's how you would do it. You put the garment back there like that, and then it hook underneath of this clamp right here. Okay. Nothing to it. Okay. And now, just make sure that you take out the power cable, so that way it can relearn everything. I try to angle this as high as I could possibly go because I didn't want it to look like it was tilting down. And another thing is, make sure you cut it just enough. These holes, make sure you cut it just enough. Don't cut it too short. I still have some left over, so could use for something else in the future. But that's pretty much how it looks like. So now we're gonna finish it off by adding the final touch, which is the sticker. and we've all decided that we're going to put it like right here. And that finishes the touch. So we're gonna go ahead and do a start up once I connect the battery back on, so that way we get to hear what it sounds like.
All right, this will be the first startup.
We'll just let it run for a minute, and then once all the computer starts to adjust, we'll give it some revs. Alright, so hopefully you guys enjoy that rev. It sounded like a little bit of whistle to it. Definitely a deeper, more aggressive throttle. And I've noticed that when I step on the throttle, the RPM rose a lot faster than normal. So yes, I think that it definitely was restricted. But I think this definitely freed more air with the exhaust combo to give it a little bit more horsepower. Like anything, intake exhaust, you'd have to get it truly tuned to make true horsepower. But I think based on just basic your intake and exhaust mod, I definitely felt that RPM going up a little bit more quicker, and the accelerator was a lot more sharper. So hopefully you guys enjoy that intake install and sound clip, and we'll do a drive-by sound clip and on-road sound test, so that way you guys can hear more about how it sounds. So like always, like and subscribe and share. Thanks. Peace.